we've seen flashes from your team, really good 4 or 5 minutes, and the thing about this
8
team,
minutes exactly.
8 minutes.
I counted.
What's it take to get up to 10 to 15 to 15 to 20? Because usually this team is kind of figured it out pretty quickly if you look through the years.
What team?
Your past teams.
Just say my past teams.
Have we figured that?
Right. So you have to stop all the comparisons between past teams and this team. This isn't anything close to past teams. So what we've seen in the past is not what we're seeing right now, and maybe we'll see some of it in the future. But past teams have had a lot of experience or a lot of really diverse kind of talents. So it was easier to look that good early on. Now we look like every other team in the country that's played 2 games, except maybe a couple teams that blowing people out. I don't know, but as I said the first day that we got together here, I said this is not going to be like any other team we've had in quite some time.
When you say 8 minutes, did you literally count it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had 8 really good minutes of basketball, where we got a lot done, and it had a lot to do with where our defense was and running the floor off of turnovers. Because I don't care who you are, I don't care what team you're playing against. You're trying to attack a defense that's already set up and they're waiting for you when you come down the floor, you're going to have a tough time scoring a lot of points. So the only way, if you take away Vanderbilt's transition layups that they got against us, they would have ended up with 40 points, 45 points. It's hard to play defense. It's hard to play offense against a team that's just standing there waiting for you. So those 8 minutes, we really got a lot of transition stuff going. And it got us into a nice flow, but not enough of it, obviously.
What goes into getting it up to 10, 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to where you need it to be really good teams eventually?
Yeah, well, it'll happen when it eventually happens. There's no rushing. Trying to make Liv into Nafisa or Stu. You're going to go from where she was last year to that. So it's not going to happen. There's no rushing making Kristen Williams into Katie Lou Samuelson as a junior or senior, or Kia Nurse. It's not going to happen. So, and you're not going to rush Anna or Aubrey into being what Crystal was last year. It's not going to happen. So it's just going to take a lot of time. How much time? I have no idea.
The players seem to embrace the fact that it's going to take time, or are they a little impatient?
Well, if you're a player, I think you always want to play well. You always want it to look nice and smooth, nice and pretty. It's funny, a friend of mine from down at UVA sent me a great quote that I've been using with our team. Tony Bennett made a comment like, it's not always going to look pretty, but it always has to be gritty. So maybe that's our motto this year. It's not going to look pretty, but it has to be gritty. I'll go with that for now.
So has the defense been what you've been surprised with and encouraged by?
Defense has been decent. I think it's been pretty good when you consider. Hey, look, we didn't exactly play, Oregon and Baylor our first 2 games. I think everybody knows that. So I would have been really, really disappointed if defensively we didn't do a decent job against those teams. And we did. Both of those teams are not high-scoring, high-powered teams. And I thought we did a pretty good job against both of them. But obviously we got a ways to go, before we're ready for that. But fortunately, while.
You were pretty complimentary of Anna's overall game early on. What's happened, since the bell?
Well, I don't know whether it's just age, or being in another country, or maybe it's just the times that these kids live in. When the ball's not going in, they panic. And I think a big part of that is what happened with her. Now, I think the first two games that we played, I think she's had 5 assists both games. She knows what to do with the ball. She knows where it's supposed to go. She knows what the next pass is supposed to look like. She's got a great feel for the game of basketball. But the fact that the ball's not going in has kept her from feeling real confident offensively, so she's not in the flow. And I think that's just going to take care of itself. Aubrey never touched the ball in 3 weeks of practice where she can put it on the floor and get to the rim. Now she dribbles once and picks it up. So I think it's just natural, You've got young kids who, are trying to fit in, trying to, blend in and do the right thing, blah, 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 blah. And that'll start to go away little by little.
Playing a conference game this early, do you dislike it, or do you like giving them a taste?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're going to win a conference game, what difference does it make if you win in November or December? If you're going to lose one, what difference does it make? I have this conversation with coaches all the time. Well, we're not ready for this. Well, they're not either. So both teams are in the same boat. Just get it over with.
ACC men's coaches didn't like it.
ACC men's coaches?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, men's coaches don't like anything, and a lot of coaches in women's basketball don't like it. So it's not just the men's coaches or ACC coach. I think in general most coaches don't like it. Me, it is what it is.
Was this just a matter of
It was
the
either
league
this,
helping out because you have so many games?
Playing 5 games in 8 days, something like that. Because when we added the national team game, so when we added that game, something had to change, and that's a big reason why this game was added. Yes.
Geno, you were very expressive about the situation, how you felt. You did not you said you couldn't say what happened.
Right.
Why can't you say, is it Avina that would have to say, or exactly why can't you tell us what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like it's my place to do that. It's somebody else's. If Avina wants to, or if anybody in her camp wants to, that's different. I'm not going to get into any of that. I just say what's already been out there public. We did everything we needed to do. We feel like it was an unusual circumstance. We've had kids transfer in here lots of times. We've never applied for a waiver because we knew, hey, kid left for reasons that have nothing to do with the environment. This one was different. This one was 110,000 times different. And for the NCAA to not see that was very disappointing. It was very disappointing.
Did you see Phil's response on video?
Who? No.
He just said he didn't know that.
Water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge, he didn't know you and you didn't know him.
Right. No, I don't know him and I don't know. He doesn't know me and I don't know him. I do know Avina met with him on a number of occasions, and then he said it's the first time he's heard of it is when he read about it. So somebody's not telling the truth.
What would you have wanted him to do?
Just say, hey, we support Avina's move. We think it'd be best for her if she was at another place. Which is what we do with every kid that transfers. So I wasn't asking him to do something that no one does. But then don't bitch and moan when one of your kids gets denied who's trying to come into your school.
Were you disappointed that the committee that that determined it was one that you would thought would be? They were people who are used to college campuses that should have known what was normal or not. Were you disappointed?
It is what it is, and I think a lot of times, trying to reverse something that's already been decided on is probably not the easiest thing, and that's probably not where you want to put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. But yeah, I thought we would get a more favorable response.
Did you ever speak to Levine about talking publicly about consider before the meeting?
No, that's something that I've never talked to any individual about. It's not my place to tell them whether they should or should not. And that doesn't change anything. I mean, I don't think that would change anything. The fact that they would say anything publicly, I don't think it changed anything. And if I were them, I would do the same thing. I would just say, it's over and done with. We presented our case and we lost. So, we move on. That's all.
Geno, you've talked about one of your biggest fears is how this team reacts if Crystal can't be on the court, and who would take her place. Do you have people in mind right now that you think, okay, you know what, she can run the team if Crystal needs rest?
Yeah, right now I've got ideas, but none of them are any good. So I'm going to have to come up with a good idea. And we're working on it little by little. Like everything else, we're working on it.
Kristen said you're putting her in that position at times, but would you just prefer her to be in position to shoot because she is such a good scorer?
I don't know. Diane Taurasi was a pretty good point guard, and she scored whenever she felt like it. So I don't know that being a really good guard makes you either a good passer or a good scorer. When I grew up, guards could do both. They could dribble, they could pass, and they could shoot. If you couldn't, you didn't play much. I know, I was good at two of those things.